Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Thanks for joining me. Well, today I get to share with you the brand new Glimmer Kit of the Month for September 2019. This month's kit is so pretty. It's called the Brilliant Corners and More set. It comes with 6 glimmer plates that create beautiful cornered background. This center one here is like a diamond shape, but the nice thing is there's coordinating dies. It'll cut out the diamond shaped into a frame, which I thought was beautiful. In fact, the first thing that I thought of was, wow, this would make a great easy shaker card. So these are your little corners and they are just gorgeous. I love corners because of the versatility. You can basically place them inside, outside, upside down to create a beautiful background. Today I thought we would do something a little fun with the corner brackets here. There's a sentiment that says it's your day, and there are dies that coordinate. Like I said, the die cut everything out. Okay, this is your foil roll this month. It's a beautiful teal. I love this color. Beautiful blue. This is what it looks like. For today's project, I'm going to bring in another foil that I have in my stash. This is called Sky Bright. I've used the teal and the Sky Bright together, and I think the color combination is beautiful because you have the soft and you have the bold, and I love the both colors together. So we're going to use both of these today for our project. Okay, my glimmer machine has been heating up. Now, if you've missed my glimmer machine unboxing and initially how to use it, I'll link the video at the end. But the Glimmer Kit is a foil plate club that will be sent to you every month. It's $22.50, which is a great value. If you were to purchase the foil roll and a set of glimmer plates separately, the value is up to $37. So I think it's a great value. But what I'm going to do now is put my plates on my glimmer platform. Now I'm using 2 of the same glimmer plates. I'm just going to foil with different foils. So this bottom one here, I'm going to use the teal foil, and the top one I'm going to be using the Sky Bright. And I'm going to do this 3 times, so I have 3 of the Sky Bright corners and then 3 of the teal corners. While I'm at it, I'm going to foil my sentiment that says it's your day with the teal foil. Just add a small piece over the top, and then we're going to put a piece of cardstock over the top of it, and I am going to be putting a shim over it. Since this is pretty detailed, I thought we'd better add an extra piece of cardstock. And then I add my shim plate and my top plate, and I already pressed my timer button, but as you all know, if you're familiar with the glimmer machine, when the timer stops flashing, your plates are ready to go. So it gives you a little bit of time to prepare for your next foiling. So I'm just trimming down a piece of the teal foil, and I am getting this ready to go. I have my Platinum 6 to the left of me. Not very much work surface. Sorry, you can barely see it, but all you do is remove your base from the docking station, run this through your Platinum 6. I like to go forward and back. I like to go a little bit slower than I die cut normally. And then you remove all your shims and your top plates, and you have a beautiful foiled image. Now sometimes there is excess foiling, that just the way that goes, but it's so easy to remove. You could either use a regular eraser. For my sentiment, since it was a little more detailed, I'm using a sand eraser, but it just removes the excess foiling. You can see how detailed and pretty that corner is. It is very brilliant. Okay, since there's coordinating dies, I'm going to go ahead and line those up. There's one die. There's 2 dies that will cut out the corners because 2 of the corners are the exact same, and I like that they included 2 of each, because if you wanted to do a frame, for example, you could do it all in one shot. Okay, I'm going to do a couple. Like I said, we're going to do 3 of the teal foils and 3 of the Sky Bright foiling on the corners, and then I'm also going to do foiling over my diamond shape. For that one, I'm going to use the teal foil also. We'll just trim these off. I'm going to place a piece of cardstock over the top, and then I'll just do my foiling. We're going to turn this sideways so it fits. I'm going to run my foiled images through my die cut machine, and along with the rest of my foiling that we had did. So we have the frame, our 6 corners, our sentiment, and then I took the diamond die, the outside border, and cut out a background. That's what makes it easy to create a shaker, is you have that extra die. I also trimmed down a piece of acetate that will fit behind my diamond frame here. We're going to start off by adding a little bit of glue and then adding our acetate. We're going to create a shaker. I thought it would be nice to share the versatility of the Glimmer Plates. So we're going to make a shaker tag here. Once I have my acetate adhered, I'm going to go ahead and double up on my foam tape. I want my shaker to shake this time. Sometimes I don't want it to shake, but today we're going to make it shake. We're going to shake it up a little bit. So I doubled it up, and then I'm going to go around the outside edge of my frame. And then I'm going to bring in some Fun Stampers Journey sequins. Before we fill it with sequins, I thought if we're going to make a shaker tag, we need a hole in the top. So I'm just going to trim down a piece of that foam tape. And then I'm going to line up the back piece on the front of it, just so it's not adhered just yet. And then I'll take my crocodile out and just punch a hole in the very top. That way we can thread our ribbon and twine through. Easy peasy, my goodness. This would make a very, very elegant and beautiful Christmas tag. I did go ahead on my back piece, just to have it ready to go. I foiled the sentiment that says, "It's your day." I'm going to go ahead and fill up my shaker with my Fun Stampers Journey sequins. This is such a pretty mix. And there's 2 different tones of sequins in here, and it goes perfect with the foiling. Okay, once I'm happy with that, I'll add my back. And then there we have a beautiful shaker tag. This would be gorgeous with gold too. Like I said, perfect for Christmas cards. This would make actually a pretty tree ornament too. Okay, I'm threading a piece of ribbon through my little shaker, and then I thought, I love the colors, and originally I was just going to go blue with blue, and I thought, well, bring in a splash of color, and I was very inspired by the Fun Stampers Journey sequin jar. That teal blue and the orange just go great together. So that's what I did. I tied an orange and white baker's twine around my ribbon there, and the colors are just so pretty. Okay, now for my card today. These dies are obviously so very elegant, and you can create some beautiful, elegant cards. But I wanted to share with you could also make some very whimsical cards. So I have a square card base today. It measures 5 inches by 5 inches, and then I'm just matting a smaller piece of white cardstock to an orange piece of cardstock. We're going to go ahead and adhere this over our card base. So you can see I have a little bit of a border. Now I thought we would add some foam adhesive behind each one of our corners. For this one, we're going to add 2. One on the very top of the point, and then one towards the bottom of it. And that's going to be our first piece. And then I'm not going to press down just yet. I'm going to figure out my placement. For the rest of my corners, I'm just going to add 1 piece of foam tape towards the top of the corner. And then I'm going to alternate my colors. So I have a teal and then a sky bright. And then we're going to add, or actually I have sky bright and a teal, and then I'm going to add a sky bright here. And I'm going to create a pinwheel. It's not going to turn. If you wanted it to turn, you could very well create one that turns. But I'm just evenly spacing them, making sure that that center are always laying on top of that very first one where you put the foam adhesive. But I thought that looked really whimsical and fun. What an elegant pinwheel. Now I'm going to add a little bit of color using an orange Copic marker. The leaves in the design of the corners are open, so I'm coloring those in orange, and I'm also adding some orange detail along the little scalloped detail on those corner brackets. I'm going to do that to all of the corners. And then once this is done, all we have to do is remove the release paper off of our sentiment that says "It's your day." I think that looks so pretty. This is going to go in the very center of the pinwheel. And that finishes off my card. So we have a card and a tag today using the Glimmer Hot Foil System. Again, if you're interested in the Glimmer system, I'll leave links down below. But it creates beautiful foiled images using Glimmer Plates, and I think it's fantastic and elegant, and it can be pretty whimsical too. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. I wish you a lovely day, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.